I think the key component here that we've lost is, as cheesy as it sounds, is empathy. I think we've stopped caring about other people once we find out they disagree with us or we disagree with them. And it's impressive to me as a young doctor how far empathy goes. Just the other day, I had a patient who came in after getting their first dose of their COVID vaccine. They had a mild side effect, which potentially had nothing to do with the vaccine, but it was happened in a similar time frame. Didn't want to get their second vaccine, wanted a note to excuse them from their employer for getting the second vaccine. And, you know, I've seen colleagues, other doctors, I've spoken to fellow doctors who are like, if that happens, I just say flat out no, I just cancel the visit because I'm not writing a note to say don't get the vaccine, I stand for the vaccine, et cetera, et cetera. So I said, let's take the visit, and I'm gonna go in and just explain why I'm not gonna do it, which is something no one's ever done with this patient. And I explained it as simply as this. If you came in and you had symptoms of Lyme disease, and I diagnosed you with Lyme disease, I'm gonna go on the CDC website and see that Lyme disease can be treated with this antibiotic. It used to be recommended for 21 days. Now we've seen 10 days is enough. And I'm gonna give it to you for 10 days. We're gonna treat it, and we don't even need to do a test of cure. You're gonna be good, unless symptoms continue. And the reason I'm comfortable doing that is because the CDC did the trials. So now you're asking me if you are one of the individuals who shouldn't get the vaccine. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go on the CDC website, and there's 2 contraindications for who should not get the vaccine: those who had an immediate allergic reaction or a severe anaphylactic reaction. You don't fall into those categories, so I won't write you the note because this is what the guidance is. Do you feel like I'm doing the right thing? And all of a sudden they're like, yeah, well, you know what? You are doing the right thing. Man, but that puts me in a hard spot. And I'm like, I know. And they're like, whoa, no one's ever said that someone feels bad for me. And now we're on the same page with someone who completely disagrees with me. And after the visit, I'm like, look, my goal here with this visit is just to get you into a contemplative state that you may get the second dose. And we agreed on that. And to me, that's a huge win.
That is the human connection. So, okay, all right, this is worth exploring a little more, Mike, because like this is something that I used to do very wrong. I'm wrong a lot, dude. And I mean, it's
we all
shocking.
Are wrong. That's the point.
Oh, but I've been so wrong in the past about things that watching the old videos just makes me cringe. This is pre-pandemic stuff even. Okay. So I actually at one point in my career felt that shaming anti-vaxxers was a good idea because they were so dangerous to children. This was the pre-pandemic stuff. And it never works to convince anti-vaxxers. I would rarely ever get emails from people saying, hey, I was on the fence and you convinced me with your crazy rant about how stupid anti-vaxxers are. Okay, great. Almost never. Then I started to wake up a bit, actually after really understanding John Haidt and actually being exposed to different beliefs and the why. Like, why is it people feel the way they do? And when you really dig into it, you go, oh, I can empathize with that. Oh yeah, actually we share the same goal, which is our kids should be healthy. So, and you really think this is gonna help. So of course you're gonna, in fact, I should love you for trying to do the right thing for your kids. Oh my gosh. So then it changes, it shifts your perspective. Then you go, okay, all right, so now we're in a situation where people understandably actually are afraid of vaccines because it's been so politicized on both sides. It's been tribalized. They don't understand how can they possibly look at the primary trial data and go, oh, these are tens of thousands of people in a randomized trial, and they're looking at VAERS data and going, look at all these people who are dying after being exposed to the vaccine. And then you actually do the math and go, oh, that's the actual number of people exactly you would expect to die in a population over that period of time. So you're seeing correlation, not causation, but how do you explain? Well, you have to take the time and you have to hold the hand, but you have to come from a place that you did, which is, I'm listening to you. I hear what you're saying. Here's why I think you should do this, but your decision is your decision. And honestly, there's some people I tell like, oh, I've had COVID, I'm pregnant, I don't want to get the shot just because I'm nervous. I'm like, well, the studies say you're okay. And that pregnancy is a risk factor, but you've had COVID, so you have some natural immunity. So I don't think there's a decision you can make that's wrong. It's based on your values. If you were my wife, I would highly advocate that you get the vaccine.